I've been saying right along, I was listening to everyone's comments. I think there's a couple things that come in hindsight, and even from this board, that we need to look at is when there are applicants to boards and committees, that the board look at those applicants as far as where are they going to fit into committees? Are they going to work collectively with people, or are they going to cause problems? I think it's very important that the board looks at the committees and the memberships, and if people aren't working together, then does the state start making some moves as the appointing authority. I do agree that the board, the EDIC, has looked at this fairly. I don't want to say who made mistakes on what side or other, whether mistakes were made. As I said earlier, a complaint was made to the state auditors, which created a perception or a stain from public perception of the EDIC. Whether it was founded or not, we're moving forward from that point. I believe that the EDIC has a good plan in place. Your membership is solid, and I think we're in a good position to move forward in tough economic times. And I agree that this board needs to have a unified approach with the EDIC, with UMass, our legislators. Everybody's got to be on the same page, pushing in the same direction. Because if there's any resistance, again, it impacts, it reflects poorly, not just on the EDIC, not just on the Board of Selectmen, but the entire town. And this is the importance of going forward. So I think what we need to do, the past we've learned from, let's move forward.
Then I'm going to suggest that we could do a motion. I was also going to suggest that the liaison to the EDIC compose a letter that addressed to the legislative team, explaining our feelings of how this event has resolved itself and where we're standing, where we're going forward, using much of what you folks said tonight. That could also be sent to DCAM and or the state auditors and or whomever else it would be appropriate for. And I could have that for us. Yes, sir.
I would strongly suggest that we put a piece, or you put a piece in that letter that says it's imperative that we start to get to the table mass development. The bottom line is who we're dealing with in mass development today are not the people we'll be dealing with if we put something together tomorrow.
Understood.
And the bottom line is in 2000 and 2001, I had a series of meetings with mass development and failed miserably to pull them in at that time. Had no reason for them to come in. They were embroiled in Northampton and wherever else.
They were pretty busy.
So, and believe me, they're very good people, but they have a lot on their plate, so we need our legislation.
It may take more than just an invitation from us. It may need a nudging from our friends in the legislative team.
And I had a discussion with Doug Albertson today. I said, Doug, please give our contacts with mass development a heads up that we are absolutely going to be knocking on every door we could possibly knock on to put this thing together, to work with not all of the 10, but to try to get some of the funds, the bonding money drawn down so we could do a 7, 8, 10 acre cleanup to do a deal and domino.
Did we feel a motion bubbling up with regards to the acceptance of the EDIC's report along with their agenda for audit follow-up? And feel
Can we say a so moved on that?
the motion would be that the selectmen accept the EDIC's response to the DCAM audit findings as presented this evening. In addition, the board reacts positively to the agenda for the audit follow-up. We wish them thank you for the efforts done in the past. Encourage them to continue down the path that they're currently on, and look forward to working more closely with them and with others to go forward.
So moved.
Second. I just want to know if Gary got that.
He's right here.
run yet.
Motion's made and seconded. Discussion on the motion.
Just one comment I want to make. This agenda for audit follow-up could almost now be termed a charge to the EDIC as to what your path is going to be from now on.
Yes, although I would again suggest that we see this as a starting point. This
Yeah.
may modify.
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. But it's almost like a charge, and this is what we're going to accomplish.
This is what we're going to accomplish in terms of organizational structure and
Yeah.
process.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You've got a bigger charge to accomplish.
Yes,
So,
oh, yes.
Further discussion on the motion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you.
Let me say, if Kurt Stevens, our oldest member, was here, he would say that people, except for possibly one that have joined the board and the three new people that we have now, have all been quality people. When Jonathan came on, Rich Kump came on, Roy Harris came on, and now we have Juanita, now we have Bob, now we have Ken. We've always had a bunch of good, hardworking people.
And if there's anybody still awake out there, we welcome others as associate members with whatever range of expertise you have, whatever range of interest you have. Your meetings are open to the public. I've been there. People are well welcomed into the group to ask questions and offer suggestions. So this is not a closed society. It's not. We don't think we have all the answers. We welcome others. Is that?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Who's going to write the letter?
Sorry.
Who is going to write the letter?
I will.
Are you
The liaison.
going to incorporate a motion?
Yes.
He first himself in the paper.
The liaison to the EDIC.
Just
Yeah,
so
so
I
actually,
can
that's-
write one also.
I will write it,
Okay.
unless someone else would like to volunteer. Yeah, I didn't think so.
You're on the roll.
I did go to Ireland and kiss the Blarney Stone, so there's a slight excuse for my run-on sentences. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you, have a good night.